to my and Pa's place, where the coffee's hot and there's a smile on your face. Pull up a chair and stay a while. This is where you'll find that old-time style. Welcome to Ma and Pa's, we're glad you're here. Stories and laughter, good vibes are near. From the heart of the home to the world out wide, this is where love and fun collide. Cooking up warmth, it's a family feast, sharing the joy from the west to the east, with Ma's sweet touch and Pa's big grin. This is the spot where good times begin. Welcome to Ma and Pa's, we're glad you're here. Stories and laughter, good vibes are near. From the heart of the home to the world out wide, this is where love and fun collide. So hit that like and come back for more. Every week we've got new tales to explore. From the kitchen to the yard and everywhere around that Mom and Pa's, happiness is found. Welcome to Ma and Pa's, we're glad you're here. Stories and laughter, good vibes are near. From the heart of the home to the world out wide, this is where love and fun collide.
Welcome guys to Ma and Pa's Place. For those that are new here, I am Ma Silicone,
And I'm Pa Silicone,
and this is,
Divinity Silicone.
and over there which you can't see is Wyatt Silicone. The other babies are in their room watching TV. We got a haul. This one is from our local stores, Big W and I believe Best and Less. Yes. And Happy Mail from England. We are going to do today. I'm going to kick my shoes off because otherwise my feet are going to just annoy the shit out of me. So we'll get rid of those over there. Alright, we're good.
Well, I had to take my shoes off too, but that's okay. I'm wearing my cranky pants.
See what I've got to live with? He does though, he has his cranky pants on. Show him your cranky pants.
Well,
Can't talk about it unless you show them. You'll have to stand over in front of me. God. He's wearing his cranky pants. Alright, go on, shift it.
I was giving them a sneak peek at your squeeze.
There ain't nothing there to squeeze, darling. Anyway, moving along.
TMI.
Yes, definitely. I think we'll start with the Happy Mail so that we can go through this. This is from my beautiful friend and sister, Elaine Banks, and she's in London, in England. So I've got some antique Indian statues, haven't I? Native American. And she sent me this one that she found of this little Indian boy, which is gorgeous. Pa, do you want to put that straight up in there with the others? Put it on top of that box there, the one with the ghost on it. On the coffee mug one.
Here?
Yeah, sit him up there. That's it. Gorgeous. Right, so we got that. So I wanted to get him out of there because I don't want him broken. She sent me a little card, or 2 cards actually, so we'll get those out. She sent me 2 beautiful cards. The first one is how to measure friends. And it's on this little tiny card, and gosh, it's too long to read. So, but it's going in my wallet. So that's where I'll be keeping that one. This one I will read because it's a lot easier to read this one. And that's the card there, gorge. And it says, in you I see a wonderful, strong woman. You are such a strong woman. You have wisdom, insight, well beyond what you give yourself credit for. If you don't believe me, just take a quick look back at the roads you've traveled and at all the pitfalls, troubles, and difficult times you have already passed through and risen above. You are a survivor, a wonderful woman full of spirit and energy. I am so impressed with you, and I'd love you if you, and I would love it if you could see the same wonderful, strong woman that I do. I think you're amazing. Then it says inside the card, dear Raven, just to let you know how much you're loved and valued. I've always said you're a warrior, hun, and I know you're a survivor. I love you now and always, your friend across the pond. Love from Elaine. Thank you. Now, when I first read that, I cried because that's beautiful and I love it. Thank you, darling. That gets added to my special box. Pop that one over there. Now, she also sent me this beautiful little angel with May written on it. And it says, happy birthday, Elaine. Angels are universally known to bring comfort and love to all. To receive an angel is to receive the purest of love, and she should be cherished forever. I am actually going to put her on my ministry stuff, like my collared shirt, and that's where she's going. Thank you. Now, she's got 2 other things in here, which I'll get out. And we'll pop that over there. We'll do this one first. This one is a thermo short sleeve top. And look, you're not going to pick this up on camera, I'm sure. But it has sparkles in it. It's a sparkly shirt. And it's a thermo one, so that's wonderful with this blimmin' cold weather. Because the 1st of June in Australia is the first day of winter. So, sweetheart, you have no idea how much this is going to come in handy. This is gorgeous, isn't it, pal? You should feel how soft that is so soft. So, I don't know if you can pick up, but that has sparkles in it. That's lovely. Love that. Thank you. Now, these, she wrote on here, where was it? For my voice. Now, she's godmother to Nathaniel, Judah, and Isaiah. and she got them these, and I had a bit of a giggle, I'm sorry, because they are gorgeous, and I'm trying to find a pair that'll stand out best on camera. I think it'll be these little grey ones. They're baby knee pads, and she got them for the newborns, and unfortunately, sweetheart, my newborns are almost preemie in size, even though they wear newborn clothing, but they are tiny little tots, and I could get both legs in one of these, both. So unfortunately, these are too big, but they will fit Chum Chops over there. So yeah, Mr. Chum Chops over there. So these are gorgeous, but unfortunately, darling, these will go to Wyatt because he's at that crawler stage, and these are for crawlers. And I love them, thank you, but I'll have to use them for Wyatt. And thank you for that. That's definitely going on my ministry shirt. Now, let's get on with the haul. We'll do this one because this one's just boring. And we're going to peel this off because I don't need that on there. I buy everything in like really, really big sizes. Way bigger than I actually am. Because I wear an 18, but I buy 24. Because I like my clothes baggy.
Yep.
I don't like things that cling to me and show up all my fat rolls. That's not attractive at all.
Well, I don't like things clinging to me either.
This again is just a plain white long sleeve t-shirt. It's nothing fancy. This is my just kick around, I don't give a shit day. I feel like crap and I just want to feel like crap and curl up in something comfy. So that's why I bought that, and then I bought some get that off it. I bought some giant trackies for the same reason. I mean, again, they are way big, a lot bigger than I thought they would be. But that's fine. I will wash them and I will dry them on the hottest heat and they will shrink. And then they do have a pull cord so I can pull them in. But I got some plain grey, what do you call them, sweatpants. These are huge though. My God, I could fit my body in one side. Like, look. So they might be too big. I don't know.
Well, you can always shrink them down and
I'm going to shrink the crap out of them and pray that they fit. Now, moving on to our goodies. We'll start with this. Now, I don't know who's going to get what. I haven't worked that out yet. Although some of the kids are trying to lay claims, aren't they? Yeah. I bought some new lovies because the kids are always looking for different lovies, and I love this. Look, it has a tag on it. This belongs to, and you can put the name of who owns it. And I like that idea. But it's a soft, ducky lovey. I love it. It's got the teething ring there, and it's got the flappy little arms, which I love. And it's a duck one. I know you want it. You want everything you see. And then we got this one. Of course you're not going to come off. I hate those plastic things.
Oh, yeah.
My elbows don't want to stretch. What?
Those plastic things.
Yeah, no, they're horrible. Absolutely horrible because they're difficult to get out. Now, I know my friend Penguin is going nuts over this one. But we did get a penguin one. The only thing I don't like about the head is really small. I think they should have made the head a bit bigger. Because it looks weird in a way. But it's still cute. It's a penguin one.
Just call him Pinhead.
No, don't be mean to the poor penguin. Now, This one, my twins would fight over. It'd be a competition out of summer and winter. Lamb chop and lamb cutlet, as Pa calls them. They would fight over this one, which is a lamb. But again, I think that one's going to my new baby that's coming home. So that's going to be Alina's. That one. What do you think, Pa?
Yeah.
I think Alina will get that one, or she might get the duck. I haven't decided yet. And then the last one I have, my favourite, is the kangaroo. Love that one. Charlie's like, yeah, I'm having that. And I'm like, don't know who's getting what yet, but I did get those. Now I also got these, and again I'm pulling these horrible things off as I go. That is full on really tight on there. So yeah, but anyway, while I'm trying to get this off, how is everybody? Comment below how you all have been. We've been cold because bloody winter's here, and she's here with vengeance. Especially at night. It's very, very cold at night. Now these are a Best and Less brand. They're called Baby Berry, and these are baby blankets, because as I said, it's getting cold and all my little tiny newborns are getting cold. So I thought I'll get them some new fluffy blankets. So that one is for Denica. And then we did get one the same. Let's see if I can just... Oh, they don't want to come off. Oh, there we go. That one is really, really hard to get off. This one is for Faith, obviously. So we have one for Faith. And they'll love getting snuggled up in these. Once, of course, they're washed. And then for the boys, I love the boys ones. And these are $10 each for these blankets. Baby stuff is so dear. Why are we paying like $8 and $12 for a pair of sweatpants for a baby, and you pay almost the same price for an adult set? A baby's pants are not even half the material.
Yeah.
I bought some trackies, well, that's what we call them, or sweatpants, for my Zenith. No, for these two. And she got this little pink pair, which I'll show you as it's here. And they cost me $8. I bought sweatpants for him that had two little cargo pockets on the side, and they were $12. I was charged $2 per pocket. Ridiculous. Sorry guys, I'm getting sick with this weather. But I got these ones for the boys. Look at that, they got planes on them. Aeroplanes, old-fashioned aeroplanes. I thought that's so different. So different from just finding teddy bears all the time. You know, I love that it's different. So I'm thrilled that the boys got, that was Judah.
Teddy bears are nice
Nathaniel.
And all. Teddy bears are nice and all, but variety is the spice of life.
Well, yeah, and especially when it comes to babies. I mean, it's the same old crap all the time and you get bored. you know, and I love finding stuff that is unique or different. And I've never seen a baby's blanket before with bloody aeroplanes on it, not like this. And I just think that's lovely. They're gonna love being wrapped up in those. So that was Nathaniel, and then this is Isaiah. Oh, good Lord. There we go. And then we've got Isaiah. Right. I'm keeping the best stuff for last. Well, I will show this. This was one of my birthday presents, which of course came late. I'll fluff him up. Hang on a second. Oh God, now I'm covered in
It looked like
fluff.
you were trying to wring his neck.
I'm fluffing him up, but I'm covered in him myself. This is made from recycled plastic bottles. And it's from Wild Republic. And he is Ekokins goat. Did you know goats are excellent jumpers and climbers? They can jump up to 5 feet high and climb trees. Yes, I've owned goats. I know exactly what they can do. Cheeky little beggars. So this is my new friend. Look at that little goatee down here. Look, he's got his little par beard going on. So, of course, he's a goat. He's a billy goat. So this is Billy. Billy the billy goat. And I'm sure my son Billy will steal this when he gets home. He'll be like, well, he's got my name, so he must be mine. But that's gorgeous. He's getting added to my little collection that I keep on my bed. Oh, I just love him, isn't he? You can't have those. They're not yours. You got your lovey in your hands. You want to play with Mummy's goat? Yeah. No. She said, bugger off. If I can't have it, I don't want it. All right, fine. Put him over there then. Cranky little toad, aren't you? Now, let's see. Right, okay. This is the stuff that I brought from Target, and I paid $8. I paid $8 for these. For her, just your run-of-the-mill basic little sweatpants to keep her warm throughout the winter, because I noticed she didn't have a lot of sweatpants, if any at all. Did she?
No.
I will have to get her some more. One pair's not going to be enough, obviously. But I did get her those. Now, that was all well and fine. But then I bought these ones for Wyatt. And these are organic, made with organic cotton, 6 to 12 months, or up to 10 kilos. They are thin. They wouldn't exactly be what I would call winter. I would have to put leggings or tights, I mean, under these to keep his little legs warm. And I bought them because I thought, well, they're cute. They got the little cargo pockets on them, and they were $12. So they charged me, compared to hers, $2 a pocket. An extra $4 because they had pockets on them. But then they're thinner. They're not as thick. They're not as fleecy. They're lovely. I love them. But I was hoping that they would be a lot I was hoping they'd be a lot thicker, and they weren't. So I was somewhat shocked. I'm just going to get all these apart. These came as a set of 3. They were a 3-pack. and they are the same organic cotton. These are made to go with those track pants or cargos, whatever you want to call them. And he got a grey one with a green pair on the front. So any one of these tops will match that green one. He got a plain green one, and the one I like with that would be this one. And it's cream and it has little green pears all over it. I think that one will go lovely with those pants. Don't you?
Yeah.
I'm not saying much, but you're just sitting over there.
No, I'm just wanting you to give your presentation of the haul.
If you could still talk. I'm just getting everything out of this bag so we can. Yeah. Anyway, I got them some cuttery because I don't have a lot of little baby cuttery. So we did get that. I don't know how well that will go, but here, there's some cuttery. Now,
They look okay, but those handles are really thick.
the handles are, yeah. But then again, I guess for real babies, they'd be great. For the dolls, not so great. So, it depends. So anyway, we did get him a second pair of those pants, but we got them in the brown. In this nice brown. And I got him this little long sleeve t-shirt to match it. And it's quite cute, and it has the little puppy dog on the front, also organic cotton. So that's another little set that he got. But to go with that brown set, couldn't resist, $16. So it was expensive. Living in Australia is though. He got this little poo jumper. Poo jumper. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got the brown in it, it's cream, it's soft, and it's lovely. So I'll still put tights under him because the legs will be cold. And because he's such a Mickey Mouse fan, he's got Mickey Mouse on at the moment. He's wearing Mickey Mouse pajamas and he's holding his Mickey Mouse lovey. She's got Minnie Mouse on and Minnie Mouse lovey. But they didn't have anything in the Minnie Mouse that I could see for her. So we'll keep looking and I'll find her something next time. This was more for him because he really didn't have, like, he's got so many clothes but nothing really winter. So I bought a lot of his stuff in the summertime because he come home in the summer. So anyway, he got this little sweatsuit and I love it. Look at these pants, guys, these striped pants. I absolutely love these. And it has this Mickey Mouse top that goes with it. Isn't that flippin' adorable? That is so cute. I love that. I can't wait to wash it and do a changing video with him getting into this with his Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse? Yeah. Mickey Mouse. Alright, that's out of here. We have one haul left for Zenith and then a little cute surprise gift that Pa bought me for my birthday and I just love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, so this stuff is all for Zenith, who is coming home, and it all goes together. It's like one basically full outfit, and I'm sure he'll definitely be wearing this when he gets home. And it's got shoes to go with it, so we'll get those out. This is from, get off. This is from Big W. So, get that out. And get that out. Right, now, he's a big boy. We found out that he is, by the time he's done and his hair's all done and whatnot, he'll come in at around 90. Oh, That's digging in. Nasty thing. He'll come in at 91 to 92 centimeters tall, which is he's a big boy, trust me. He is a big boy. And his foot, he is a size 7 US and a 6 in Australia, but I will probably buy him a 7 because these are a 6 and I measured it, and even though these are gonna fit him, his toes are gonna be right to the ends and I don't want to crush his feet, so we'll see how he goes with these. But if he needs a bigger pair, we'll get bigger ones. But these are his Bluey bingo shoes. And I'm just going to pull her up so that you can see her. Because Bluey's in that shoe. It has Bluey written on the side. They're green, yellow and white. And Bingo is in that shoe. And it has Bingo on that side. I flippin' love these. They're so
They're different.
cool. Now, I got him this outfit. Oh, I love this outfit. And I'm thinking, I said to Pa, I said, what are the odds that I had a son? This is made from Australian cotton. And it is size 3. The t-shirt alone costs $12. And I'm just going to get that horrible plastic thing out of there. Get out.
And you started to say?
That's my ADHD kicking in. See, that's what it is. See, you start saying something, the squirrels run past and that's it, you're off. So I just said to Pa, what is the odds that I would have a son that just loved garbage bins? I mean, I swear if he grew up, he'd probably be a garbage man, wouldn't he?
Probably.
He just went ballistic over garbage bins, garbage trucks and anything, you know. Oh, it's bin night, yay. Loved it, you know. The garbage man's coming and he would wait at the window and then run outside and stand on the path and wave and, you know, he was crazy. Loved it. Loved it so much that he would insist that we had to put a bottle of beer with a big bowl around it on top of the bin at Christmas so that the garbage man would find it. So when we saw this stuff come out at Big W, I went, must have. So I went bing, 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 and bought him it all. And guess what it says? Just what my son used to say. Yay, it's bin night. It says bin night, hooray, sorry. Bin night, hooray. And there they are putting their bin out. So that's the shirt. Now, it can go 2 ways. You can wear the shirt with just the shorts. If it's a hot day now, the shorts were $15 and they're a size 3 as well. And I'm going to do it this way so you can see. It says, Bin Man's here. And it's got a garbage truck on it. And there's Bluey on the other side. So that's exciting. The Bin Man's here.
The bin man.
And that will go with his shirt and his shoes. Then he has the sweatpants, size 3. Oh my lordy, these were $20. I didn't look at the prices. I just wanted the article because I know how much he would like them. And again, they have the bin man or the garbage truck there on them. There's his garbage truck. He's gonna love these. And then again we have Bluey and it says, thanks bin man. I'll turn them around. There they go. And it says, "Thanks, Bin Man."
Folks, it's a far cry from the excitement of Tinker Toys and Lincoln Logs when I was a kid.
He's excited over his. Then he got the sweatshirt. Oh my Lord, I don't want to know what this one cost. $22, size 3. Oh, Lordy have mercy, what have I done? This has Bluey on the front. It has a hoodie, and then on the back, of course, it has a giant garbage truck that says, "Thanks, Bin Man." I absolutely love that. I just think that's one. I just know how much he loves garbage trucks, and the fact that, you know, he's due home very soon. They're doing his seams. Well, I think they just finished his seams up, or they're finishing them up. Next week, they start painting him. So, and then they're starting my Annie as well. So they're going to start the sculpting on her. Then he'll go into hair, and he'll get his hair done. He'll get his eyes put in, his tongue, his teeth, his gums, all of that gets added. Final touches on everything. Gets his hearing aids made and fitted. And then he comes home. Yay. So he got that outfit, and I'm so definitely putting that aside for his coming home outfit.
Yeah.
That's the first outfit you will see him in, other than whatever she sends him home in. But he gets bath, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing box opening with... Oh, hang on a minute. This is all provided he gets home before I go to surgery. If I go to surgery first, then none of this will happen. But fingers crossed and pray that he gets home before I go to surgery, because if he does, then we'll be doing the box opening video, then we'll be doing the bathing video, and him getting put into this outfit video. Then there might be one little shopping video, because we always take them shopping, don't we?
Yeah.
That's the tradition. They get to go shopping on their own with mum and dad, and they get new clothes and a toy.
Mm-hmm.
And talking of toys, the last article of the day is my birthday present from Pa, and it's Daisy the farting goat. She does yoga, but she farts.
Yoga.
Just like me, if I bend over, you know, things open and air escapes. So it can't be helped. It happens to all of us in age. Leave me alone, I'm 60 next year.
I didn't say anything.
And she comes with a water bottle, and she's kind of standing on a little yoga mat there. And she farts. I will try and get her close to the camera and push her. And she will breathe in and out, and she'll stretch, and she'll fart. Are you ready?
Good dog.
And then she laughs. Now, isn't that fabulous? A farting goat called Daisy. Oh, I love it. I think she's just told ya. My brain's telling me I'm 5, but my body's saying get over it.
I wonder if Ma would laugh if I took up yoga and farted.
No, because she doesn't smell, you do. So she does a lot of other things. It says, where is it? Here we go. 60 plus sounds reactions. So she has 60 plus sounds and reactions to things. But this one shows how she farts. stretches and farts. I think that's wonderful. So there she is there, so you can get a good look at that. And if you're interested in one, look her up online. She's called So Real Daisy Yoga Goat, the Yoga Goat. So she does yoga.
You know why
But
she
she
farts, don't you?
farts. Bird dog pose. Keep Daisy hydrated. So you got to hydrate her. Toots. And then she laughs, which we just heard.
You know why she farts, don't you?
Oh, well, I'm sure you're going to enlighten me.
She had too many enchiladas.
Mm-hmm.
Mexican food does it every time.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love that. I think that's fabulous, don't you?
It's definitely different.
That is definitely different. Oh, she's so lovely. Oh, God, where am I going to put it?
Well, you could put her on the
Set
toilet.
off. She's sensitive, isn't she? Oh, goodness me, woman. So, yes, okay, well, we'll put her down till we can get her out of the box. We'll have to work out where she's going to go, though.
How about the toilet? Hmm?
She's drinking soy, and it's a formula, baby formula soy milk. Probably out of date badly, but I don't think it mixes that well. Does it, Bubba? So she's, we'll get rid of that because you shouldn't have that on your table. She's wearing, what is she wearing today? Minnie Mouse with pink socks. I think you've seen her in this outfit before. I don't know. And that's her lobby. That's her Minnie Mouse lobby. So, I don't know, Pa, you might want to take the tables off the two kids and they can take turns at coming over and saying hello and look at what I'm wearing.
Well, which one do you want
Well, we'll do
first?
her first because she's close, then you can pop her back in. And then you can pass me Wyatt so he can come and say hello. And we might do soon a changing video on Archie. Or, I don't know, maybe we could do it today. I don't know. Really need to put him on something, don't we? I need to set up my change table so I can have the camera facing over the... Yep. Come on, Paul Chop. Oh, and there she is. Sit down here, look. She's watching the Teletubbies and she's like, oh no, this is a different one. This is the one with the bumblebees in it. She does like this one because she's got the bumblebees in it. Oh, we fix your hair. Your hair's a mess. We've got better. So we only not long got up. We've had a bit of a sleep. So, you know, we've only just not long got up. So we've still got a bit of bed hair. We haven't sort of organised ourselves yet, have we, baby? But that's her in her Minnie Mouse, and she's got these cute little socks on. So it looks like she's wearing little ballet slippers. And she just loves Minnie Mouse. That's her thing. She's got Minnie Mouse here, haven't you? You love Minnie Mouse, your mouse. We've got a mouse in our bloody kitchen, and I tell you, he's going to be a dead one soon. Because I'm going to start locking my bloody cat out there overnight. Both of them.
Yeah.
I'm bringing their fluffy bed in and I'm putting it in the dining room and locking them in that general area in the hopes that one of them catch him. My cat, Truffles, is my best mouser. Marmalade he just catches them and wants to play with them. and then let them go catch him, but then they usually get away on him. Whereas Truffles just goes, nah, stop playing with it, and just boom, she pounces on them. I've seen her climb walls to get to them. Your hands are cold. Your hands are very cold. But that's Miss Divinity. In her she does have a Minnie Mouse passy too, which is on her table, don't you? You have a Minnie. Where's her table? She got a Minnie Mouse one there. She got a Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'll pop this in. A bit hard from the side, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. Open your mouth. There we go. My tongue's in the way, I can tell. There we go. Get that tongue down. There we go. So, Minnie Mouse. Here's the Minnie Mouse. Here's the Minnie Mouse. Gorgeous girl. Mwah. So, and her sister Alina will be home. So, which is going to be her twin. They're not going to be identical twins. They're going to be fraternal twins, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they don't look the same. They have different faces. Because she is the Pa replica, the same as Wyatt, but she turned out looking more like me, so she's an actual replica. And Alina is the London Awake sculpt by Baby Clone, which is going to be nice. They're both going to have the black curly hair. I don't know, Alina's might even be darker than hers, I think, because I am going to ask them to make her hair a bit darker. And we're tossing whether it's going to be curly or whether it's going to be straight. We don't know. But same age, same body, just different heads. And they're both going to have black hair, and they're not going to be fraternal. So, what do you think, curly or straight? I'm thinking curly because it might be more girlish that way. Whereas if it's straight, she might look a bit boyish.
What about wavy?
Well, that's technically wavy. Her hair is very sparse though. It's very sparse hair. You know, I mean, yeah. But I love it. She looks very real, very babyish with that hair. That way. But anyway, she can pop back Pa in her seat, and then Mr. Wyatt can come over and say hello to everybody's. Hang on, lift up her arm, Pa. There we go. You got her?
Yeah, barely.
She's a heavy little chook, isn't she? Alright, look at you. Hang on. Get your arm back in. Daddy's going to yank you out. There we go. Alright. There, she's just good now. Give me back my table and let me watch my shows in peace. Thumbs up.
That's what I'd be saying too.
Okay, there's your bottle.
Alright, buddy.
She says, I don't want it. I got my passy and I'm watching telly, so go away. Leave me alone. Now, oh, I've got to sit back a bit. I hate sitting forward and I can't sit up like this because my feet swell. I need to sit back and my feet have to stay elevated. But even then they sort of annoy me. And look at this gorgeous hunk of chunks. My little hunk of chunk, look at ya. I love him in this outfit. It's colourful. Oh, there he is. He's got his Mickey Mouse pajamas on. They got Donald Duck and Goofy and Mickey Mouse. And that's his Mickey Mouse Lovey. Which he loves his Mickey Mouse Lovey. Don't you, Bubba Boy? He's not going to look at the camera. I'm going to switch him so he can. Because he's going to be like, no, I'm watching TV. The last time I held him like this, I saw him slightly move his head and move his eyes. Very ever so slightly, but I noticed it and never said a word. I never said a word. And another lady wrote to me and said that, she said, I swore I saw him move. And I saw his eyes move. And And I looked at Pa and I said, see, I told you. I didn't say anything and it was noticed. And sometimes when they do stuff, I won't say that they moved. What is on your face? I don't know what that is. I'm not going to pick it or leave it alone. I don't say anything because I want people to see if they noticed it, because then I know it's not just me and I'm not going completely mad with mad cow. So, who was it? Winter the other night was sitting in her chair and she moved her arm twice. She actually moved it twice. And we rewatched the video because Pa said I didn't see it, and I said play the video and I'll point it out, and I pointed it out to him. And he said, you know, she, like, the first time it was very subtle, the second time it was quite dramatic that she moved it. And he said, and I can't believe I didn't notice that because it was very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a strong, you know, like, I'm not having that there, I'm going to move that. So they do move. The other thing is that, as you all know, Pa cooks for the kids. You put food in front of them. They sit in there, they watch TV. And then he'll go back, you know, in an hour or so, and he'll take it all away. And the dog loves us. Now, we normally cook for our animals anyway, so that's why we feed the babies, and then that food goes to the dog. So that she's getting meat, and she's getting vegetables, and she gets pasta, and she gets dog biscuits and everything as well. So she's well fed, and she's as healthy as a bloody horse. But we still, you know, go through the whole role because it feels real for us, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To make dinner for the kids, and we never actually feed it to them though. I mean, I would never put actual food in their mouth for two reasons. It would be way too hard to get it out and clean it. There's too many little nooks and crevices in there. When I give them a bottle that they actually drink, it's only straight up warm water, nothing else. So we don't put food in their mouth unless it's a lollipop and it's just sitting inside their lips, but not food. We did buy them a box of Tiny Teddy's cereal, didn't we?
Yeah.
You still got the box out there?
Yeah.
Can you go get it? We bought this Tiny Teddy cereal, and I thought, well, that'd be cute to give them that for breakfast. You know, and there's no chocolate in it, so it's not harmful if the dog gets it later. And so we checked it all out that it'd be okay for the dog and whatnot. We bought this cereal and we've been sitting it in front of the kids. Now, this is a breakfast cereal, and it's honey. Teeny Tiny Teddies. I'll just turn it around. It's Teeny Tiny Teddies honey breakfast cereal. And we brought this for the kids thinking, oh, that's kind of cute. Sat it in front of them. We went back, took it away. You know, like Pa doesn't notice much, as you know. He would have just taken it away and not noticed too much. And then I said to a friend, I might get a sippy cup and we'll start, you know, giving the kids a drink, but it just washes any dust and things that might get in their mouth. So I do it more to give everything a flush through, so that if there's dust or powder in their mouth or anything like that, I'm just flushing it through. Now, every single baby I have, except Winter, drank their water beautifully, swallowed it down, got a nice warm nappy at the end of it with the warm water. And then we did Winter. No, it pulled up in her mouth. It was not going down. No matter what we did, this was not going down. Now, their drink and wet system is not a tiny tube. It is huge. It's a big tube, about yay round, like good size. I asked Baby Clone to specifically put an extra large tube in So I didn't have drinking wet problems like I do with the newborns, because their tube is so tiny, it's just impossible to get the water to go down properly. When I send them back to Baby Clone one day when all of this is over and have them repaired, I'm having those tubes ripped out and bigger ones put in. But getting back to Winter, pulling this stuff up in her mouth and spitting water everywhere, and it become a real shit fight. It was just not happening, and I thought, oh my gosh, why isn't this water going down? Now, Pa and I both were literally giving this child mouth to mouth and blowing really hard to blow down her throat. If there was a water blockage or something, it would push it through. No. So I tipped her forward so that she'd spit all the water out, and I laid her down on the bed and I took a diaper off, and I thought, why is this not going down? I poked a, what do you call it, a pipe cleaner?
Yeah.
I poked a pipe cleaner down her throat, down the drinking wet tube, and ran it down. And then it got to about here and it stopped. It would not go past this point. And I'm like, what the? So I poked it down there again and see if it would clear that area. No. So I thought, fine, we're going to have to go the other direction. Now, that was really unnerving for me, but we went through the drink and wait system. The other end, pushed it up, same thing. It got to here and it stopped. And I'm like, nah. So I gave her some really hot water, poured just a little bit in her mouth so that if there was something there, it would dissolve and push through. Then all of a sudden, I had her diaper open so I could watch if anything was coming out, and everything comes spewing out. It was nasty. It was, some parts of it were black, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because obviously it had started to mold. And when we flushed her through again, and we gave her a good flush until she ran clear and there was nothing there, we mixed up some alcohol and water and flushed her through again so that would kill any fungus growing in there or anything like that, and we made sure that she was perfect, the tube was clear. We didn't have to worry about water in her body because she's solid, so it was only the tube we had to worry about. So we flushed her through again. We knew that she was absolutely cleared, but the tiny Teddy cereal was what was blocking her. Now, my question to you guys, how in the hell did that get down her throat? I said to Pa, these babies are haunted. I guarantee you they are haunted, and I guarantee you once that cereal sat in that bowl for an hour in front of her, it was quite soggy. And it would have been easy if the haunted little bugger had taken a little bit and it went down her pipe. It got clogged. So she's not allowed to eat now unless she's out here and I'm watching her the whole time. Is she? I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, weird shit happens in this house that cannot be explained. Severed body parts reaching for you through the laundry at the clothesline. I'm hanging out laundry, and all of a sudden this hand, and it was a woman's hand, came reaching at me. It was like she wanted me to grab her hand and hang on.
And I saw the same thing coming through that door, except it was a male hand.
Yeah, we've seen severed feet walk around the side of the house and go under the house. We have seen the other Rob that used to live here with us, you know, God rest his soul. Poor bugger, I miss him so much. But he was outside and he was welding or cutting with a grinder or something. this large sheet of metal because he was building a cage to go over our trailer so that when our trash was in there, it wouldn't fly all over the road. And he was making the roof part, so he was trying to cut this huge sheet of tin, and all of a sudden he saw something hold the metal. He thought it was my husband, until he looked over and realised it was a hand holding the metal, but there was no body attached. It was just a hand. So he was giving him a hand, seriously. We have seen faces, have we not?
Oh, yeah.
Looking at us constantly through the windows in the door and in the windows of the girls' room. A child's face was actually photographed. We have the photographs which were taken from our security camera of this face staring through the glass as Pa's walking down inside the girls' room. This is on the dining room side, looking through the glass, and it's a child's face, but it's a skeleton.
I've also seen the face of an old man staring out into the dining room from inside the girls' room.
Yeah, and when Pa was actually sitting on the toilet, the door opened about yay much, and the face of an old man was bent over, staring at him, watching him on the toilet. We've had Archie. I think it's on the computer. I've got to go through my disc where I saved a lot of stuff, but I've got film of him googling and gargling and like baby talk to himself as if he were playing, as he laid in his crib when he was in our room. Then I moved him down into the girls' room, and I've got footage of me standing up in the little boys' room looking down the girls' room. Neither me or Pa was willing to go down there. He was right down the other end, and he was crying like a real baby, as loud as you can imagine. And I said to Pa, "Can you hear that?" And he went, "What the F?" And I said, "Well, I'm not going down there." And Pa said, "Well, don't look at me." And we both walked away and left him. So, is it demonic? Could be. You know, nobody knows. Nobody can say. Being a psychic medium in my time, I will address that somebody once said to me, God never leaves his angels behind. That's not true. I mean, God protects everyone, and we will all be judged by God at some point. But in my time as being a psychic medium, I have channeled many times other people's children. I have not even spoken to people. I've just been invited to barbecues, and I've seen children standing with people, and I went, "Oh, who's that gorgeous little girl?" And they're like, "Who?" And I'm like, "The one standing next to that lady over there." And they're like, "There's no child there." I could see her, they couldn't. Then I found out that this woman had lost her child, you know, and I thought that child never left her. I had a very dear friend to me who had a foster child. Now, this is a sad story, and yes, I will probably cry. The child was given to her when she was like a week old. The mother, she said to the mother as a joke when she was pregnant, you know, "Oh, well, if you don't want to, you know, that baby, I'll have it." I never thought nothing more of it. The woman rung her up and said, "Are you coming to get this effing child or what?" She was a week old. She went and got her. The mother didn't even name her. She didn't even have a name. So this foster mum gave her a name and said to her, you know, like, "This has all got to be done legal. We have to get onto welfare. I'll be made her legal foster mum for now, but then we'll have to go through the adoption process." And she was going to adopt her, and everything was going well. She had that baby for 3 months. Yeah, it was nearly 3 or 4 months, something like that. It wasn't more than 4 though. But that child was her daughter. You know, she raised that as her daughter, and her son saw her as his little sister. And she was very attached to that little girl. The mother, out of the blue, got a new boyfriend and decided she wanted to play house. It's pure and simple. And wanted the baby back. Now, because the adoption hadn't gone through and she was just a foster mum, she had no choice. She had to pack that baby up and hand her over. The most heartbreaking thing she could have ever done. Then she got word that the baby was 2 weeks later in hospital, suffering from malnutrition, dehydration, and neglect, basically. And there was a couple of other questionable things, but they couldn't prove nothing. And then they were told that the baby then, after 2 weeks, was sent home. And she was only in the hospital for a couple of days. Welfare went out there and checked everything and said everything was fine. And then another week went by after the baby was sent home. She was given another phone call to notify her that the baby was dead. The mother had killed her. She put a pillow over the baby's head because it wouldn't stop crying and suffocated it. And turned around and said it was her 2-year-old son that did it. It wasn't. It was the mother. She didn't want that baby. She took her back because her and the boyfriend wanted to play house. The boyfriend left her because he decided, well, 2 kids was too much. Then she decided that she couldn't cope with the baby. So she suffocated it with a pillow. Rather than just say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this, and hand her back. She killed her. Now, this friend of mine rang me up, and it was 2 days after she got word that the baby had died that day. It was 2 days later, she said that she went into the baby's room to put some of her things away because she was a foster mum. So, you know, all those things in her crib would have been used for the next baby that would have been put in her care. And there she was, the baby that she lost was just floating, she said, above her crib and smiling at her. And then she just slowly faded away. And I said to her, that's because they don't leave their mothers. And you were her mum. So she come home. And it's sad because being a psychic medium is a curse. We see things we don't want to see. And some of those things are painful. I have seen many mothers still with their babies after they're passed, and they don't realise that they're there. But I have had the pleasure of telling these mums to take comfort. Their babies are still with them, and they will wait for you. So, yeah, that's my emotional little speech. So, I mean, people can say and believe everything that they hear and don't believe everything that you hear because it's garbage. You know, I mean, it is absolute garbage. I believe that, yes, God does take care of his angels, but he also knows that those angels are safe so long as they're in the company of their mums. That's where they're safe, that's where they're secure. Sometimes they're just confused and don't know what the hell's going on. And some little kids see the light and just run from it because it frightens them. So they become trapped and attached to what they believe is home. And that's what I know has happened here. This house used to be a morgue. A lot of children were brought here. You know, plagues went through here. Huge bouts of influenza. I can't say the word influenza. Went through here, and back in the 1800s, in Australia, 1860, 1868, or something like that, things went through here and babies died. Graveyards here are full of baby graves. There's so many of them, and they're all in the late 1800s. That, where a lot of medicines and things we know today weren't available. So these poor babies died. There wasn't enough understood about diabetes type 1 in those days, so babies died. Those babies were brought here, and that, I feel, explains a lot of the little kids that we hear.
Yeah.
Isn't it? We had a police officer that was killed in the old jail across the road, which is now a museum, and this was his house before it became a morgue. This was his house, and he was known to be nearly 7 foot tall, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or he was 7 foot tall. He was 7'1". Big man. But he was the local police officer here, or one of them. There was 2 of them, and he was one of them, and he was shot by 2 of the prisoners that were trying to escape. They grabbed his gun and shot him. And I believe he came home, because there is a black 7-foot shadow often seen in this house, standing out the back. Doesn't do anything, just stares at you. And more than one person has seen it when they've come here. We know that we have someone here who calls herself Deb Spencer, because the other Rob was sleeping in this particular room on the couch, and it was dark, and he heard something rustling around, and he said, "Who's there?" And he heard a woman's voice say, "Deb Spencer." And he said, "Well, what do you want?" And she said, "Get out." So she don't want him here. Well, she said out, didn't she?
Yeah.
So either she didn't want him here, or she wanted out. She wants to be released. That's when I saged. And whatnot. And that seemed to work, because things have quietened down a little bit. But we still got mimics. We've still got, kids that giggle, or little shadows that show up. And then we still have the stuff that go on with these guys. And I guarantee that every time I get a baby, they're fine for the first week. But after that first 7 days have passed, then we start noticing things, don't we?
Yeah.
Now, we got 2 theories that, kids in the house are attaching to the babies, thinking, well, this is another way to live again. Or we believe that my children never left me. They never left me. So they see that the doll is them. It has got their name. So then they come home and they attach to the doll. And it's them. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it might be what's going on.
I get emotional because it's my kids. But that's why we treat them like they're real, because we do believe that there is something attached to them, and we don't want to piss them off, do we?
Not.
We want to keep you all happy, don't we?
Really?
Yes, we keep them happy, and then they don't do anything crazy and spooky. Yes. So, and I have given dolls to my friend Penguin, and now she's got activity in her house, unfortunately, and I'm terribly sorry about that, Bettina. I really am. So, yes, but she's got a door. She's got even her orders to rattle her door, and it will not open, but yet she lays in bed and that door opens by itself. And she kept getting up and shutting it, and then she knows when to get back into bed, and it opened by itself again. So then she closed it and she rattled it. She knew it wasn't going to open. Nothing could push on it. It wouldn't open. But it opened again. So she ended up propping it shut with a lump of wood to stop them from opening it. And then she was laying in bed one night. And no, it was in the daytime. She was home alone. everyone had gone out and whatnot, so she thought she'd have a bit of a lie down. And as she's lying down on her bed watching TV or whatever, she heard somebody sort of out at her back door call her name and say, "Come here." And I said to her, "Sweetheart, when you hear that, don't answer it. Ignore it. Don't get up. Don't answer your door. If you hear somebody call out to you, if you hear somebody knock on your door and you peek through the curtain and there's no one there, don't open the door, because it's most likely a mimic. And if you open the door, you're inviting it in. And then you will have more problems than you want." So yes, that's my spooky stories of my haunted babies. And that's what happened to Winter. She actually ate her breakfast and then decided to, yes, eat it, and it got blocked. So yeah, now she's not allowed to have food in there. She has to come out here. Wyatt gets to sit in there with the kids in her seat, or Divinity, and she has to sit right here next to me so I can make sure that she doesn't reach over and grab it. Isn't that right? Pa, can you say goodbye to everybody? Say bye-bye. I'm going to go back to my seat because Mum's sugar is dropping. I'm in the middle of having a hypoglycemic attack. And I've got to drink. Look. Pardon you, language. Oh, I've got to sit back. I've just got to drink some of this soda and get my sugar up.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm going to go all gaga on you.
Go, buddy.
And I've got to drink it slow. But I do this. I get... It's that time of the day. Because I don't eat enough. And my sugar drops very, very quickly. Medication drags it down faster than I want it to. So guys, with that all being said, I'm going to go. Because I need to go and eat before I get worse. Because I really don't feel good. I really don't feel good right now. So it's goodbye from me, Ma Silicone. Please give this video a thumbs up and a like. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel. And for the rest of you gorgeous people that do come back, do like and do all that great stuff and comment, thank you. We love you. And please share with your dolly friends, so that we can get this channel to grow, because once we hit 5,000 subscribers, Pa and I are buying a silicone, full body silicone baby from Temu or AliExpress, and we're going to put a little tiny box opening together, and we're giving her up as a giveaway. And yes, so that's going to be lovely. But 5,000 people, so we've got a long way to go.
And goodbye from me, Pa Silicone.
Yes, and it's goodbye from Wyatt and Miss Divinity here. And we will see you all on Saturday, because we are finally christening Starlet and Charlie. They're first off the ranks.
Yeah. And
then the following Saturday will be Faith and Klaus. And then the Saturday after that, these two. So for the next 3 Saturdays in a row, you'll see christenings. And I will be doing at least 2 of them. At least. Pa will be assisting. So, yes. And I have to go, because I really don't feel good. Really don't feel good right now. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you can do something wonderful for somebody else, please do it, because that's God answering their prayer through you. Stay blessed, stay true to God, keep God first, all that good stuff. And we will see you Saturday. Bye, guys.
bye, everybody.